Why pancakes are always better at Michelin restaurants. The video I did on why pancakes are always better at restaurants really struck a chord with you guys. And I mean, really, it's popping off. So I figured might as well do a little follow-up on what I would do if I were to serve them at a fancier restaurant. Michelin restaurant, we can call it. Can I even make Michelin pancakes? We will see in this video today a little savory, a little sweet, and how to sort of elevate the pancake even though it's something so simple. Another reason why they might be at restaurants is because you can have them savory too. And here is a savory butter that I would put on top of it, because the classic thing to put on top of pancakes is a butter. This is a compound butter. I just made a little saffron compound butter. All I did was chopped up some shallots, put them into a pan with a little bit of butter, cook those off until nice and toasty with some saffron. Just a little bit of saffron goes a long way because that's gonna get whipped into the butter. Chopped up some chives. Chives, they're very finicky, right? Like they're little and they move around a lot. If you wanna be able to be really precise with it, a really good way to teach yourself is with a paper towel. What I do is I take a paper towel, just give it a couple folds all the way through, a little H2O. Now we just wring it out, and voila, we've got our wet paper towel. Lay our chives, our cheese on that, and then roll it up, and then boom. This is gonna hold it up like a good bundle of flowers, like a bouquet. And look, I can slide it as I go down. Toss that into the bowl with about a pound of butter, a good amount of salt, whipped it up until nice and whipped. And there we have it, saffron compound butter. And this stuff could be good for about a week or two, but if you want to hold it for longer, you can actually just top this with some parchment, put it in the freezer, and it'll be good for months. For the pancake batter, I'm going to take it a little differently than normally. I'm going to blend it because I need it to be smooth for the ISI when I charge it. Also, I always use a scale just because it's easier to dump all my ingredients in. All the ingredients tossed in like normal. I like to put the flour on the bottom so it sinks to the bottom liquid when blending. Now, why use buttermilk for the pancakes? Why the tang? Now, why the tang of buttermilk for pancakes? Why is it such a common thing when you hear buttermilk pancakes are better? Well, the reason is it activates that baking powder. It's gonna activate it, which is gonna cause like more gases and bubbles, making it a lot more fluffier. So that's another reason why to use this acidic milk. If you don't have this, maybe add a touch of lemon juice in your pancakes and that'll help out. But this just adds like a nice tanginess to it, overall fluffier texture as well. For me. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I should have seen that coming.
What is happening?
It's the gases from the pancakes exploding on me. So usually you don't blend pancake batter like this because you want some lumps. But since I'm putting in the ISI, I need to blend it. And I made this mistake, so don't do that. Now you see the importance of a scale. If I make a mistake, it's not hard for me to measure everything. I just put the blender on top of a scale, dump all of my ingredients in, and blend it till smooth once again. So if you use a scale, it's easier to get preciser, faster. Okay, now let's talk about why restaurants use these and how nitrogen overall will improve the pancake experience. Well, when we charge nitrogen into the pancakes, it's gonna make it a little more fluffier, a little more airier, which is going to be needed if I'm adding something like a goat cheese, which is going to make it denser. So we'll get the best of both worlds with this. And if you don't have one of these, you could always just whip your egg whites into the pancake batter and slowly fold it in. And you should get somewhat the same effect. It should be fine. Now for these pancakes, I'm also gonna be adding in goat cheese, which is gonna make it a little more luxurious. And I think it's something that would make it more Michelin restaurant quality. For my pan setup, I usually keep a paper towel, some spray, give my pan a little spray in between, and then wipe it down. Now, why do I do this? Well, the reason being is it's gonna burn over time because the pancakes have flour and that's gonna coat the pan and it'll end up just burning over time. So I like to give it a little wipey wipe in between. Now, why am I using this contraption? This is an induction burner and it gets it at the exact temperature that I want it to be, which is 360 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, optimally, it'd be like 375, but since I'm using a cast iron skillet, it could get a little higher. So I keep it at 360, 365. And the reason why the induction is because it keeps it at that temperature. Now, if you don't have that, which at restaurants they have induction or they have a flat top, which stays at the temp you want, I would say do a tester pancake. Start off with low, then medium, see where you're at. You got to play around with it. That's why they always say tester pancakes are usually the worst ones, because that's when you're figuring out your temperature. Since these are a little lighter, fluffier pancakes, almost souffle-like, I like to cover it with a lid and then give it a little bit of water for some steam, and that'll help to carry over the cook on top. I do fuck with that. That's good. You're gonna like these.